Hey, Lionel.
Hey.
So can we go?
Yeah.
Okay, so we know Monica. Yay, it's been exciting. You started at a really strange time in real estate. But if you can get through this, you can get through anything. So it's just like those deals that go bad first, you know, your first deal that goes kind of rough, bad. I always say get it out of the way, the rest will be smooth sailing. So welcome. Thank you. I know you're in Crown Point, right?
Yep, Ryan from Crown Point.
Right, from Crown Point.
Started in March.
Well, welcome. Glad to have you. And we have Donna from Cherville. Donna's been with us for eons.
20 or so years, a little bit more. And I just need a little boost with being off like more so during Corona, and I don't know, just want to brush up on some things.
Well, very good. Well, welcome. Would it be too hard for everyone there to say a little something
I
about
don't think
themselves?
so. Can everyone unmute themselves and introduce themselves? If that'd be okay?
So who can we start with? We'll start with Jory. How does that make it? We'll put it on Jory.
Hi, I'm Jory. I'm the manager of the Crown Point office. Hi, everybody. Good to see you all.
Good morning, Jory. Glad you're here. What we got there? Who wants to go next?
I'm Latanya Anderson. I work at the Crown Point office.
Nice to have you. Welcome. Yay, Paces. Who else do we want to go to next?
Debbie, or Joe, or Rhonda, or Bianca, or Tony?
Hi, I'm Debbie Kane. I work at the Highland office.
Please come in here.
Would said I can't unmute myself because my computer does not have a microphone. So good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
Hi guys,
Hey, Jill.
I'm Jill. I'm with the New Lenox office.
Excellent. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. And I have my glasses on.
I think Tony's come in. Tony, are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes, we can.
I'm with you guys today.
Yay.
Thank you, Tony.
Tony's out in Lowell, right, Tony?
That's correct.
Very good. Very good. Anyone else?
Petranka, you're in our Macaulay Rosenboom office out in Bourbonnais, correct?
I am, yes. Hello, everyone. I'm sorry, I'm just waiting for a turn.
Welcome.
Welcome. Anyone else?
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to kick it off. Tracy Pierce is our general manager and fearless leader, and she's going to kick it off.
Fearless.
She's going to kick it off with a little bit about the background of our company and our culture.
Okay. I usually start with a little bit about myself because not everybody knows, and those of you who do know my story, sorry that you have to hear it again. But I am Tracy Pierce. I've been with Macaulay now, bless you. Did you cover yourself? Do you have a match?
She did.
Oh, good. So I've been with the company 24 of my 25 years in real estate. I know I started very young. But anyway, it's been a pleasure to be here all 25 years. I started as an agent, brand new, like you guys, because that was the school I went to, and it was just the natural progression to go to Macaulay Real Estate. I wanted to align myself with the #1 brokerage, and that was Macaulay. I figured nobody knew me, but everybody knew Macaulay, and that was instant credibility for me. So that's why I joined the company. Eventually, after being an agent for about 7 years, I was asked to be a manager. And so I started managing a small office. Our Four Seasons office at the time was very small. Oh, about 3 agents or so. I guess that's all they trusted me with, was about 3 agents. But I always had about 25 to 30 agents when I started, managing and bringing people on mostly from the school. And then I trained everybody. And many of those people are still with us. So I'm very proud to say that they have stayed with Macaulay for their entire career. So I started that management. Let's see, I started real estate in 95. I started managing in 2002. And I hate to say it, but I did leave for a year. I left in 2009. And I went and I was a team leader for another real estate company.
Can everyone hear?
And I really, I'm glad I did it. And it gave me a real appreciation for what Macaulay has. I really miss the fact that we have a marketing and technology director and department. I miss the fact that we have an attorney here. We didn't over there. I don't know of another company here locally that has a corporate attorney, which is huge. The relocation department, I miss the fact that we didn't have that. I found out, I guess I was all of those, and I don't carry a law license, so that's a little bit scary. I really did miss the infrastructure Macaulay has and the support that they, give to their agents. So thankfully, I was asked to come back, and I came back in several different roles wherever needed. As I gave up my Four Seasons office, there was a manager there already in place, so I managed a few other offices, Portage being one, and Cherville being another, eventually falling into this position as general manager. So I've done a little bit of everything throughout the 24 years with Macaulay Real Estate. So that's my history. You can call me anytime. You can jot my phone number down. It's 219-314-9404. That's my cell. And you can call me anytime if you have any questions. Hopefully I can give you the answer, whether it's contractual or actually what department you need to talk to if you need some assistance. As far as the company goes, we've been around since 1974. And Ron started the company as an independent brokerage and then became a franchise with Century 21 in 1976. And he remained a Century 21 until 1986. And he left that Century 21 brand because the market just became so saturated with Century 21s. He felt that there wasn't a lot of advantages then for his agents with Macaulay Century 21. So he grew that brand, his Century 21 brand, from he started out as an individual office and had about 3 offices and 70 agents to where we are today with 23 offices and nearly 500 agents. But in that time span, we had the Century 21 brand, and I came on when we were Better Homes and Gardens in 1986. We were Better Homes and Gardens. I came on, as I said, in 95. So we were Better Homes and Gardens until 2000 because GMAC took over the Better Homes and Gardens brand. Better Homes and Gardens was fine, but they just didn't offer a lot of tools, and the relocation business just wasn't what we wanted or what we were looking for our agents. And we were lucky enough to be invited to belong to the organization we are today, which is an affiliation with Leading Real Estate Companies of the World. Leading Real Estate Companies of the World is an invitation-only network, so you can't just go in and purchase a Leading Real Estate Companies of the World brand like you can with the other brands out there, the KWs or the Remaxes and Century 21s. You have to be invited, and you have to be truly number one, and sometimes they'll allow the first and second market leader, market shareholder to belong to the organization in an area. So we are very privileged to belong to Leading Real Estate Companies of the World. It allows us to be able to have, I feel, the best of both worlds. It allows us the opportunity to work as an independent and do what we need to do here locally. Decisions are made here. And that's a huge advantage for you guys. You don't have to worry about the ownership being in Austin or Pittsburgh or somewhere like that to get an answer. You have your answers right here in-house, but you also have the ability to network with top brokerages across the United States and actually worldwide through the Leading Real Estate Companies of the World organization. I suggest that everybody take a look at attending next year's conference. It should be, if everything goes back to normal, back at the Wynn, which I do see the Wynn is opening. I got an email that the Wynn is opening back up. That's usually where we have it, at least the last few years. It's a great opportunity to network with top brokerages and really get a better understanding of what we have to offer through that branding. Through the branding with Leading RE, you have opportunities afforded to you like a great luxury portfolio, great networking with relocation, and just really, again, top-notch speakers that you'll learn from, and it's just a great time. So I would suggest you take a look because it will be in, I believe, February next year. I think it's going to be February. Or January, is it January? If they moved it up. But it's going to be in the winter. Well, we'll let you know, but it's going to be, here before you know it. I mean, we're already going to be approaching June. I don't know where the year is going, so take a look at that. But we have a great infrastructure for you guys. So if you've been to other companies and you've worked at other places, and if you've been with us for a while, maybe you do appreciate that. Everything from someone to install your signs, to deliver your packages to other offices, inter-office, everything we do here, having an in-house title company, having the affiliation with Diamond Mortgage is to make your life easier so that you have truly a one-stop shop. And we are just second to none in advertising, marketing, and we have to credit that to Monica's department, award-winning marketing that we have here at Macaulay. So take advantage of them. And if you're looking for anything marketing-wise, don't hesitate to contact Monica and her team. And if you need any help, for those of you who are newer to our company and you need some help with understanding the tools, Heather's here. Heather Macaulay is here to help and assist. Make an appointment with Heather. And again, feel free to reach out to your office managers or myself if you need any assistance at anything that you need real estate-wise. We're here to help you. We're happy to have all of you. Without you guys, there'd be no Macaulay Real Estate. You guys are what makes us the #1 brokerage. So thank you. That's all I have.
Does anyone have any questions for Tracy while she's here?
Perfect. That's the kind of group I like. That is perfect. So
All right. Thank you,
I will see you
Tracy.
guys later.
Appreciate
And
that.
have a good time. I hope to come in and pop in and see what everyone else is doing.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I don't really want to run the camera home.
That's okay. It's all good.
So I gotta go, gotta do a presentation.
Thank you.
See you later.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to pick it up from here. But first off, I want to introduce Lionel Sanchez. Can you come over here by the camera, please? Everyone's so excited there's a camera now to walk in front of. So Lionel is our graphic designer, and he's my right hand in the marketing department.
Hello.
So Lionel and I do everything in-house, all of our creative. So anything from brochures to billboards to helping tailor your website. We do everything in-house, which is kind of unique because most franchise brokerages have an outside marketing department handle it, or they have kind of canned templates that everyone has to use that can't be customized, where we understand that everyone has their own unique niche, or they want to maybe market to just first-time home buyers or luxury portfolio or a certain demographic, or maybe you need help with your Facebook or Instagram. Heather and Lionel can help you with that as well. So we are your in-house resource.
Yep.
So, oh, and if you need help with, or you like to order arrow signs or the large 4x4 or 4x8 signs, we also are the ones you come to for that as well. So thank you, Lionel.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Appreciate it. At this point, I'm going to share my screen. So bear with me. Right now, let's see how this goes. Okay. Do you all see the Macaulay.com homepage? Yes? Okay, very good. So the first thing I'm going to go over this morning is Macaulay Connect, which is our internal intranet. So what that means is it's our private network that only our agents and staff can see. It's not open to the public. So at one point, I'm going to start talking about coming to market and how you post those through Connect. It truly is private, where if agents get a just reduced or coming to market, something pre-MLS, they can post it live to all nearly 500 agents that we have internally at Macaulay.com. It does not go to any other, it's not posted to any other brokerage at all. So it is a pretty cool thing, especially with the MLS is having that new rule, the 72 hours, which by the way means we're okay to post it internally because it's not in the MLS, but we can communicate it internally without having any fear of getting fined or anything like that. And actually it's 24 hours, business hours, that it has to be within the MLS. So there's some confusion on that because some people thought, oh my gosh, you know, if it's a holiday, I have to get it in the MLS that day. If it's a weekend, I have to get it in within 24 hours. No, it's 24 business hours. So just to clarify that. But let me dive into Connect here. I'm showing you the homepage of Macaulay.com to show you how you can access Macaulay Connect. So there's two ways, actually three ways. So if you wanted to, at the bottom of your Macaulay.com or your agent's, and or your agent, Moxie agent website, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's this agents only link here. Again, it's on your Macaulay.com and your Macaulay agent websites. When you click on that, that will automatically open up to your Macaulay Connect here. You may be prompted for a login. Your login is your Macaulay email address. And your password is whatever your password is for your Macaulay email address. If you need that reset or you need help logging in with that, Lionel is here to help you with that. Not a problem. You can email Lionel at lionel.sanchez@macaulay.com, or our number at the corporate office is 219-864-7200. My extension is 227, and Lionel's is 220. Lionel's is 220. Okay, so like I said, first way, Macaulay.com, second way, agent website, agents only link, or the third way would be going to your website browser, preferably Chrome. Chrome is the most compatible one, and going to macaulay.converse with a K.com. Macaulay Connect is an app. You can access it through any mobile device, including iPhones or Android devices or tablets or iPads. In that regard, you can find it in any the iTunes store, or if you go to the Google Play Store on Android, it is a free app. You can go there and download it as well. Okay. So in either case, this is what the dashboard is going to look like when you come to Macaulay Connect. A few things I wanted to point out to you. Up the top here, your first initial of your first name and first initial of your last name are going to be here. So for myself, it would be MD, but I went into my settings and I actually went and uploaded my photo. If ever you want your profile photo for any reason, please email either myself or Lionel, and we could get your portrait photo email to you. Maybe you want to use it on your social media websites or anything of that sort. We're happy to do that. Just add your photo. You just click on the camera icon to update or upload that image. Okay. Everything here, everything with Connect syncs with MoxieWorks. So you really don't have to update anything here. All of our systems, when we went to the new technology platform back in September, all of the agent rosters, everything syncs with MoxieWorks. So that feeds out to your agent website, to Macaulay.com, to your app, to your Just Sold postcards. Everything feeds from MoxieWorks. So whatever is listed in your MoxieWorks profile, which I'll get into deeper a little bit later and more so on Friday morning, feeds to everything else. So if you change your phone number or your email address on MoxieWorks, it'll push to every other vendor we have. That was part of the automation that we had programmed last summer. Am I going too fast? Are we doing okay? You guys can hear me? Good? Okay, thank you. Up above here, I'm back under my photo. If the notifications are too profuse, let's say, just go to the notifications link here. By default, the push or text notifications and the email notifications are probably all going to be checked. You do have the option to go underneath here, and maybe you don't want to get so many text notifications. You can go here and simply deselect any of those notifications from either push, like I said, is text, or email automatically. Or if you don't want to be selective as to which ones you're subscribed to, then you could just easily up here just toggle the email notifications or push/text notifications on or off here. And it does it in real time. Okay. I'm not going to turn it off. I'm just going to keep it on for now. I'm an admin, so there's a few more tools here that you won't see on yours, but what you will see is the magnifying glass at the top right-hand corner here. And this is one of two ways to search through Connect. If you're looking for, oh, somebody had a post about Crown Point, but I can't remember what it was, you can search all, or there's a couple different categories here. It was a discussion, training, something about a car magnet request maybe you sent in. that can all be found here. So when I click on the search, any mention of Crown Point is pulled up here in the left-hand side here. Do you see how that is? So by default, it will show most relevant, but it will also have a tab that's grayed out that says recent. Okay. Another way, aside from the Macaulay.com website, looking for agents and their contact numbers in-house, you can go to member in the drop-down menu here, and you can start typing in any agent's first or last name. And just as on Macaulay.com's roster, each of the agents in our website that meet that filter, Mary is what I typed in, will display. So if I click on one of the Marys, then as you can see, their information is here, and you can see what rooms that they subscribe to. Okay. If you want to send a private post, that's kind of like Messenger within Facebook. Instead of sending them an email, maybe you want to send them a little instant message. You can do that here privately, which would only be between you and that particular agent. Okay. And I won't spend a lot of time here, but basically you can see there's many different ways you can communicate here. But the search bar is a great feature if you can't find something. Same as the search feature on this side is very useful. So let's say you're looking, oh, where's that file downloads, or where's the YouTube channel? If you type in YouTube, it does not display. That's awesome. Okay. Or file downloads. File downloads. Lionel's making a note on the YouTube. See why that's not pulling up. It displays file downloads, and it will take you right to that, what we call a room. So any folder within the left-hand margin, I'm going to exit out, and that'll clear my filter. Any link here is considered a room. So when I bring that up, that's what that's considered. So under the first thing you'll see under home is Macaulay Connect Quick Start Guide. So if you've never been in Connect and maybe you just want a quick tour or a quick start guide, this is the place to start. So as you can see, there's a graph that'll take you through, okay, first there's a welcome, then it discusses the home page. How do I do coming to market? And it'll take you through, and I'll show you a screenshot, a little bit of information on that. You can mark that as completed. So this is kind of a nice onboarding tool, especially for newer agents who are joining our company and trying to get acclimated to our tools. And it doesn't take a long time to go through. It's very quick. Or you could do a few today, a few tomorrow, but it is a nice guidance for you. I'm going to move on to Macaulay Connect. So under the Macaulay Connect heading here, and under each of the main headings, I wanted to show you something because this can get a little confusing. If you don't toggle next to or to the left of the Macaulay Connect or any of the headings, you're not going to see the drop-down menu to collapse that folder. So you see Macaulay Connect, you don't see the folder, but as I toggle over it, it displays. When I do that, this little arrow, also called a caret, when I click on it, that opens the folder or the subheadings within that room or folder for Macaulay Connect. So fraud alerts would be the ones that Lionel sends out about the phishing alerts or spam alerts that may be going out company-wide just to make you aware. Legal Minute is when Nathan posts any relevant information under there for everyone. Macaulay Events, this is where we have our Macaulay calendar of events. So any upcoming training or corporate company meetings or corporate events are listed here. Macaulay Minute, I think you're very familiar with that. That's the one where Ron will send out his words of wisdom on a regular basis, and Tracy will also participate in a few of those. And then the Referral Minute. The Referral Minute is a way of recognizing those agents who had a referral that they referred out through our Department of Relocation, which is headed up by Drew Radich, and he will be in here at 10:30 for a half hour talking about e-leads and relocation. I'm going to collapse this, close that room, and I'm going to go to agent, okay? Now, within here, within agent to agent, this is where you can post something that everyone company-wide throughout our 23 offices, everyone can see that post. So if it's a broker open house, you just go right there and you can see all of the upcoming broker open houses that are occurring. If you wanted to add a broker open house, very simply, you go up to the plus sign on the top right corner here, click the plus sign. As you can see, you know you're in the right room because it has broker open house. Whatever the title is, you can say it's St. John Ranch, broker open house, Friday, 1 to 3, whatever the date is. And then if you wanted to put a little verbiage down here, maybe the price, a little bit about the description. If you're co-listing it, maybe you want to mention your teammate. And then down below, if you want to add a photo or a video, you know, several agents are using Matterport now, or they're using their own phones to do kind of virtual open houses or tours. You can add that video here. What I would recommend if you're doing videos is, you know, set up yourself with a free YouTube channel and upload that video to YouTube. Most videos take up an elaborate amount of space, and when you upload it to YouTube, that saves it there and it gives you a web link that you can add, copy and paste here or to any email. And when you do that, it'll give you the display thumbnail of what that video looks like. So I think you've seen that before when I emailed out some announcements through Connect, some of my past training videos. There's a little thumbnail, that's how it's going to display. Or if you have a flyer, maybe you want to attach a PDF, you can click File and upload that PDF here. When you're happy with your information you have here, you just click Publish, and immediately it gets posted to everyone within the company. And again, depending on whatever notifications they have that we discussed earlier, they'll by default get an email notification and a text notification unless they change that type of notification that they receive. Any questions there? Are we doing okay? You guys doing okay? Okay. All right, moving on. Coming to market. Now, again, I'm an admin, so you're going to see every single room. So if you're a licensed agent in only Illinois, you're only going to see Coming to Market Illinois. Same is true for Coming to Market Indiana. If you're licensed in both Indiana and Illinois, you will see both of these rooms here. So Coming to Market Illinois, I know Azza Tafik in our Macaulay Bennett office yesterday posted this Piatone Albrecht Ranch, 2 lots. Very easy, works the same exact way. So when I click on the plus sign, Coming to Market, you're already in that room. You can post whatever description, like she had, Piatone Albrecht, whatever you want to put in there. And then whatever prices. Up above here, the property description. This is what we call a WYSIWYG. So it's very similar to Microsoft Office. If you want to bold, italicize, change the font size, bullets, change the font color, whatever, or add a link, all that can be done here as well. Okay. Bedroom, bath, anything with a red asterisk is a required field. So we do have drop-down menus to make it easier for you there. Price. This does not sync with MLS because it is considered a pre-MLS post. Obviously, it's not syncing. So you do have to manually input this information, but you can see it doesn't take a lot of time to do this. Kind of extra information here. They don't have red asterisks, so it's not required that you add it there. Notify normally based on user subscriptions. Basically, that goes out to everyone. And then the same attachment options that we discussed before. Coming to Market. And then down below, they all work the same way, just reduced open house coverage. Maybe you've got plans this weekend and maybe you need someone to cover for you, or maybe you're a new agent looking to cover an open house for someone else. This is a great way to post your availability, again, the same way by clicking on the plus sign. Property needed, this obviously is becoming a very, very hot room because the fact we are in a seller's market and inventory is so small right now. So within property needed, that's where you would post whatever your buyer's needs are. And we have a few here, as you can see. Training permissions, that's something I would see. Upcoming open houses, again, this does not sync with MLS, so you would want to post these manually if you have anything coming up on board. Let me stop here and I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Macaulay.com, just as FYI, Macaulay.com is updated as often as the MLS is. So if it's updated every hour, it's updated every hour. So if MRED updates every 15 minutes, then the listings are updated every 15 minutes. And I'm sorry, this is not going. Okay. Bear with me, my mouse is not cooperating. The same on your agent websites. So listings update hourly. Everything pulls from the MLS. You don't have to add photos or listings manually. As long as you put it in the MLS, then it automatically pulls in for you. Open houses work the same way. If you enter the open house into the MLS, it will show up on Macaulay.com within 2 hours from Gunnar. I don't know why Gunnar's got that 2-hour lag on open houses, but they do. And even on the listing page on Macaulay.com, you're going to be able to see. Sorry, this is not working very well. Bear with me 1 second, kids. Sorry. I'm working on 2 screens and it's not working very well. Is Steve here? Go ahead, Steve, please. Okay, anyway, we're not going to spend a lot of time on that. Okay, moving on, vendor marketing opportunities. These are vetted or approved vendors we have within Macaulay.com, with VHT, continuity programs. They are the people who do our just sold postcards and coming to market postcards. And then Macaulay Connect support. They have an excellent support team. If you want to contact them, maybe you have a question or topic you'd like to go over, that can be done. Okay. Moving on, I'm going to collapse agent to agent. And then we're going to go down to here. The Easy Login SSO portal. So previously it was just called SSO portal or single sign-on portal. So again, part of the new tech platform rollout was the fact that we know it's a pain in the butt to remember every single username and password for every single vendor you have to do. So part of the premise of going to the new platform was the fact that if everyone has their Macaulay email address, they just log in with that single login, you're automatically logged into your buy side, which is your What's My Home Worth portal of the widget that's on your website. Anyone who goes to your website, this is where you'll find, and they entered their home address to find out, you know, average, very general average of what their home is worth. You will find those buyers added here. Listings added, people who attempted valuations, activity score, and everything can be found here. There's a marketing suite. You can see what your home valuation site is. Your My Leads are listed here as well. BMA is if you do a buyer market analysis. This actually can be pulled up here as well. My Listings. This syncs with MLS as well, my buyers, everything. I have to do a real overview for you guys because of the time we have. Postcards. Previously, this was called continuity programs. It was a little confusing. We just changed it by Jory's suggestion and recommendation, which is a great idea. We just call this area postcards now. So it automatically takes you to Miley Dashboard's dashboard here. So if you wanted to, This is where all of your just sold postcards would be listed. My license is in referral status, so I don't have any listings here. But if I had just sold postcards that had gone out, it would actually display each of those postcards that went out. So let's say 123 Acme. It would also include the 50 addresses that was mailed to. So you get those addresses for free to use in any other way of prospecting. So maybe there's some other campaign you want to promote. You're more than welcome to use that postcard list. The same would be true as if you were to order Coming to Market postcards. All of those 25 mailed addresses per postcard would display here as well. As long as you're with Macaulay, it's always going to be in that dashboard. Okay. HomeSpotter. This is the dashboard to your personal real estate property search app. When you go here, it's going to show you by default the download link for your app. So if you want to copy that link and email or text it to anyone, you have that ability to do that here. If you wanted some more widgets, maybe you want to add that display on your website, you can do that, and this is what it would look like. It's coded just specifically to your real estate app, so that's why it's important to make sure that you're actually logged into your account here. Don't worry about interstitial text code. You can actually create a text code for your app. We don't provide you one, but if you wanted to, you can actually choose agent keywords and then type in, okay, I want my text code to be Monica D to whatever address they have. Okay. A few agents have done that already. You see, they'll just say, well, text Connie to whatever phone number. Okay. Let me back up a minute there. There is a phone number that displays here already. You can see that there. So, okay, moving back to Leading RE Access. This is the private dashboard for leading real estate companies of the world. They have their own dashboard where everyone can communicate internationally with members of Leading RE. So maybe you're a luxury agent and you want to see, you know, what do you do in the market to luxury properties on the East Coast or the West Coast? You can actually log in and get ideas from them through here. There's also other resources as well. There's Institute, which is their award-winning learning module. Most of these modules don't cost you anything because Macaulay Corporate pays for many of these modules for you. So if you'd like to, it's very simple to navigate. You can see there's a wide syllabus to choose from, everything from CE credits to Leader tools to the library. But let's go into take a course. Another great thing for new agents coming on board with us or someone who just might want to be brushed up on other skills. So once you go into take a course, you see you have 7 options here. So maybe you want to learn a little bit more about ninja selling or luxury portfolio international sales. If I click on any of these, it'll bring you to the actual breakdown of the course offerings. So these are the topics: best practices, refine your business, lessons from legends, experience and wisdom, listing success plan, listing strategy, role plays. So let's say I click on one of these, it expands, and you can see who the teacher is, how long each session is. And the nice thing is once you register, you can look at these. Maybe you don't have 11 minutes. You could go back and look at that lesson later. So all of them are very short, very content heavy with good information, but they don't take a long time to do. On the right here, you register just like you were in any other shopping cart. You just click register. When it says prepaid, these are the ones that Macaulay Corporate has paid for our agents and staff already, so there's no cost to you there. So when you register, you could just register right now and then go back later to open the course and go through the actual module if you'd like. Okay, I'm just going to show you real quick what that looks like. You just, as you can see, it's like a wizard. You just go through and take that course.
An agent wanting to be successful, or anyone in life who wants to be successful, I think the same things are true. I think you have to do something you're passionate about. You have to have a positive attitude. You have to be very optimistic.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Michael's from Michael Saunders and Company in Sarasota, Florida. She is past president of Leading RE, and she is on the board for Leading RE as well. So she's a very well-respected resource. So any of these people within the courses, you can see Rob Sipsey from Sipsey and Klein. A lot of great takeaways from these people, if that's what you're interested in. I'm going to back it out a little bit, and maybe you want to choose another course.
Monica, I always thought that Michael was a male.
I know, right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I never knew
Yeah.
it was a female.
She's a very nice woman. Marketing technology, same thing there. Online marketing, targeted outreach, technology tools and tips. These lessons are updated regularly, so you're always learning the most current technologies. Matthew Ferrara, I'm sure you've heard of him. He's a very respected tech guru within the industry, not only Leading RE, but within the real estate industry itself. Online marketing, visual real estate marketing with Instagram. How awesome is that? Now is the perfect time to be checking out that. That's 4 minutes, right? Everyone's got 4 minutes. It's a free lesson here by Laura Monroe. Practicable. I don't know if that's a word. Improving Facebook for real estate agents, social networks explained, the role of online reviews, Instagram for marketing. Even if you do have to pay $7.99, it is a reimbursable expense under your broker administration commission credit. So turn in the receipts to the accounting and you can get reimbursed from your account if you have money within that account. Okay. I'm gonna move on. Let me go back. So Access, that was Institute. And then, back up one more time. You can see there's CE credits. There's a lot of other things you can choose from here. Access has marketing and branding as well. So if you need charts or logos, they just very recently updated their charts for year-end 2019. So the marketing department is working on our marketing materials to update that for you. But you can find video resources, press releases, things like that. A lot of great resources that are at your fingertips here. The left-hand navigation also has the same type of navigation where if there's a calendar, this is where they'll talk about upcoming webinars or Leading RE conferences, similar to what we have on Connect. Okay, so generally that's Access. I'm going to move along. Moxie Engage, we're going to get deeper into Moxie Engage on Friday, but this is your CRM and e-marketing campaign suite. So that actually syncs with your Macaulay email address contacts. Once all your contacts are in your Macaulay email contacts, the first time you log into your MoxieWorks, it'll ask you if you want to sync the contacts, and it'll automatically do it for you. That's it. You just click a button, say yes, and it's done. We're not going to wait for that. Moxie Present, we're going to talk about that on Friday too. This is your MoxieWorks real-time CMA program. So it's pretty cool because it syncs with the MLS. So you can do a real-time CMA comparing properties. And let's say you came up with a report, you emailed it to your clients, and they're not ready to buy right now, and they say, well, let's see how things are in 6 months. If they go back and open that email in 6 months, that CMA will be updated with the information in 6 months in real time. So it's pretty incredible because everything syncs with MLS. It's constantly pushing current data for you. Moxie Promote, we'll talk about this on Friday too. If you wanted to, you can actually purchase social media advertising for Instagram, for Facebook, for any of those media, LinkedIn, whatever, through Moxie Promote. This is a wizard. It'll take you through building the ad, choosing the demographic. Prices for this start at $79 per ad. Showing time, that's Showing Assist if you wanted to check out your dashboard from there. SkySlope, I think we're all familiar with that. That is your transaction management software where you do your contracts. Testimonial Tree, single sign-on. This is through Leading RE. We signed up with Testimonial Tree about 3 or 4 years ago. So Google puts the most precedence on reviews that have star rankings, more so than if there's verbiage. So anytime someone gives you a review of 4 stars or more, it's automatically posted to your agent website if you have that setting turned on. Anything less than that will not auto post unless you go into this dashboard and physically turn it on. So once you go into the dashboard for Testimonial Tree, it'll show you the most recent, this is company-wide, that's why it's showing the admin version, but it'll show you your most recent reviews here. A few things I wanted to show you. If you go under testimonials, people ask me all the time, well, what if I want to manually add testimonials? Because right now, Testimonial Tree doesn't sync with Zillow testimonials. I get that question a lot. But you can manually copy and paste those testimonials into here so they do display on your agent website. And you would just go to add a testimonial, and you're going to see a dashboard where basically it's got the same interface as you've seen before, where it has the WYSIWYG, bold, italic. You can type in or copy and paste your testimonial. If it's a video testimonial, you can copy and paste that URL here. So that displays. Or if there's a photo, maybe you're at a closing and they had a chance to take a photo at the closing, you can post that here. By default, on your agent website, when the link is displayed for testimonials, you automatically get 5 stars. So they really have to physically drag over the stars to give you less of a star rating. But again, only 4 stars or more display. The name of the testimonial writer, if they're with the company, maybe it's a commercial deal you're doing and they're from a company. Recording date, I am going to say this. If you're manually adding testimonials, you do want to change the date. Otherwise, all of them are going to post today's date. So it's going to look a little odd that you have 10 testimonials on the same day, which I'm sure you're a fantastic agent, but that's not going to happen that often. Okay. Marketing sites automatically pushes to, like I said, Testimonial Tree. Some agents have Cloud CMA. This automatically pushes to Cloud CMA as long as your email address and Testimonial Tree and your Cloud CMA match up. Same for Realtor.com. It pushes to their agent homepage website and so on. Everything's automatically globally set, so you don't have to physically go in there and set those preferences up. Last thing I want to show you under testimonials, some people say, well, how do I collect testimonials? Or I want that link on my email signature. How do I get that? You go under collect, and there's a few options here. So you can send a request, which via email or text message. You can, that's kind of a custom template they make for you, or you can write your own email and copy and highlight this link here, which is specific to you because you're in your dashboard. copy and paste that link to an email. So when they click on that, it automatically goes to your agent website. Or down below, add links to your email signature. And you can see you have two options here. Now, even though it says click here to submit a testimonial, remember, you are in your dashboard. So this programming within the link is specific to you. So it's okay to copy and paste what it says right there and paste it into your email signature. And again, that will go right to your agent website. All the geeky programming has been done. You don't have to do anything. So some people want to request, submit a testimonial in their email signature. That's what I have on mine. Or some people want people to see their testimonials. So that's why you have two options here. Cool. Still doing okay? Good. Good. This is where I stop and say, yes, I'm throwing a lot of information at you, but I always say, if you take one or two takeaways, you're good, because we repeat these classes typically every 6 weeks, but of course, these are unusual times. But hopefully we're back on task to have these training every 6 weeks. I'm going to go back to Connect. We're almost nearing the end here. Express Docs, this is where if you want to, another option to do custom postcards. When you log into there, it's part of Leading RE. It's an approved vendor through Leading RE. Express Docs also has pre-approved luxury portfolio international postcard campaigns that are very nice to mail out. Our luxury portfolio international is for listings valued at $799.9 and above. So in most cases, that threshold is $1 million, but because of our market, they lowered it for us. So some of the benefits of being part of that program is the fact that they market that program internationally through the luxuryportfolio.com website. They also market that website through Luxury Portfolio Magazine, which is distributed internationally. And then there's some deep discounts on if agents wanted to advertise in the mansions section of the Wall Street Journal that comes out quarterly in various, you could choose what area of the country you want that to come out, in New York or Chicago or so forth. There's a box page on the mansions section of the Wall Street Journal where you can get a box page with your property listing for as low as $250. So if you want more information on that, just please email me. Also, there's detailed information under the file downloads area of Connect. Wow, that's a mouthful. Okay. Let's go down here to Agent Tools. And these are resources for you. So I'm going to collapse the easy login. We're done with this. Agent Tools is the next one. So all company discussion. So maybe you want to post something of a discussion to everyone, asking, maybe take a poll like, okay, I'm thinking about getting a new phone or a new camera. What's everyone using right now? Do not call list. This is something that Lionel manages. So it is a federal offense. If you call someone on the do not call list, it's a $10,000 fine per incident if they report you. So that's why it's very important that you go on here. Macaulay Corporate pays for the annual subscription for you to look up any area code that we're in, 219, Indiana, Illinois, 815, whatever, 708. We're covered for all those. Type in whatever phone number you want to call to see if they're on the do not call list before you call them. The username and password is also in the file downloads area of Connect, which is here, next on our list. So file downloads, everything can be found here. Google Analytics. I would say it's easier to navigate if you go to the middle section here, because you can see your 6-year market analysis, community title, company policies. If you click on any of these rooms in the left-hand margin here, the details of that particular room or folder are displayed here. How-to guides are listed. Oh, how-to guides are not listed, but we're going to fix that, right, Lionel? Yeah. Logos can be found here as well in various formats. Equal housing opportunity, Leading RE logo, Macaulay Bennett, Macaulay Real Estate, whatever you need is right here. Or again, just email Lionel or myself. Marketing collateral. The startup kit is here. Relocation information is here. Top 10 ranking reports are here. This is great to use on listing presentations. These have been updated for year-end 2019 for every area that we are number 1 in against all the brokerages in the area. So I just pulled up Cedar Lake. These are based on Ganair MLS numbers, which is what it is sourced to. And this is what it looks like. My mouse is not working very well. Oh, there we go. So we updated the templates a little bit more cleaner looking this year. So got a listing Crown Point. This is a great tool to either print and bring with you, or you can download it as a PDF and email it as well. Okay. Magnets USA. So at the end of the year, or throughout the year, typically when we have sports, people want to send out baseball calendars for Cubs or Sox or Bears calendars, things like that. When that was applicable, you could go here and order those calendars. Or at the end of the year, if you want to order a calendar with your branding on it for 2021 as a nice year-end gift or a closing gift, Magnets USA is where you would go to do that. Real estate glossary of terms, just again, another resource for our agents. Access, we talked about Institute 2.0 already. HomeSpotter webinar, how-to guides are actually here, I believe. Yes, they are. So we'll just make a web link to there. How about that? Rather than a photo. Sorry, talking to Lionel. Okay. Moxie Agent website training. Some more how-to guides. Here are our YouTube channels. So if you go to the click either Macaulay Agent Training or Macaulay Company Meetings. In each case, you'll find some valuable information. So if you click on Macaulay Agent Training, there are webinars that either myself or Heather or our vendors or any of our directors may have done. The most recent ones appear at the very top. So again, when you click on that link from Connect, it automatically logs you into this area. And if you hover over each one, you can see a thumbnail and how long each one is. These are obviously available 24/7. So feel free to peruse at your leisure. Macaulay Company Meetings. So when we have our monthly company meetings, Lionel kindly records or videotapes those meetings, each of the speakers, everything from community title to mortgage to myself to Ron, Legal Minute with Nathan. Everything is updated and posted here. As you can see, our last meeting was February. Our next meeting is, at this point, we're hoping to be June 16th. So we should hopefully be back live at Innsbruck June 16th. Okay. As we get closer, we will be putting out promotions for that. All right, I'm going to collapse, and move on to the request forms room. This is where you order your 4x4 or 4x8 sign requests. Typically, we call those commercial signs, but if you have a large land lot, or maybe you have a retail storefront or a bar or a restaurant or something like that that you could put in the window, this applies as well. So here's the deal with those. When you click on that, these are each actually tickets, online tickets that get sent to either myself or Lionel or Jeff Hutchinson, our sign installer. When you click on that room, just click on the plus sign and the order form displays, as you can see here. Description, always like, I don't know what to put. Well, you know what? Just put 4x4 Chesterton or a location, care of Jane Doe or whatever, what you'd like to do. It doesn't matter, but some type of description so that when Lionel and Jeff are installing gets it, they have an idea and they can start planning their day and their route. Type of request, up, down, or repair. So yes, up, down, or repair. So if you have a sign up and we had a high windstorm, it has to be maybe the stakes, new stakes put on, we do that as well. Sign size 4x4, 4x8, or 2x3. We do have a disclaimer. There are certain municipal areas that do not allow 4x4s, 4x8s. So that's that. Number of panels you need. Typically, we install 2 panels back to back, perpendicular to the street. But if you only want 1 panel because you're putting it in a window, then in that case, that's why we ask how many panels do you want? Or maybe it's a very, very large acreage and you need several panels in different different locations of the area. Type of installation, standard, like I said, perpendicular, parallel to the street. I don't typically recommend that because the fact if it's a high traffic street and they're going by 50, 60 miles per hour, they're not going to see it unless they're right on top of the sign, unless it's by a stop light or something of that sort. Building exterior, you do need the owner's approval because we will have to drill into the fascia or the brick of the building and custom. So if you need it on the 2nd story of a building, again, that requires us to hire a cherry picker piece of equipment to actually install that because Jeff can only go about 8 feet tall safely. The city-state listing agent, again, red asterisk is required field, agent phone number, agent email, MLS, and detailed directions. Name writer, name, phone, and number. So typically this is what happens. If it's your listing and you're not referring it to the commercial division, Macaulay Bennett Commercial Advantage, corporate splits the cost of the sign with you. It's typically, for a 4x4, it's about $85, right, Lionel? $90. If you want to add an additional rider to it, like maybe number of for lease or acreage or things like that, you can add that as well. So sign riders would be in addition to that. If you're referring that listing to the Macaulay Bennett Commercial Advantage team, they will pay for the cost of the sign, and you just have to pay for your name rider, which could be about $30, $45, as long as that listing is for a minimum of 6 months with them. Okay. Typical things. You do want to call 811 underground for utilities on the larger signs. I've been here 15 years. There's only been once where we had a very scary incident where we almost hit a gas line. So we do make that a requirement to please call 811 first. For underground utilities, we want to keep our sign installer safe, please. Okay, down below, community title, under request forms, you can find here for the title order form. Back in Connect, marketing items, anything you like, you can either shoot us an email. Agent material prices are here. Broker Administration Commission reimbursement form can be found here as well. Business card options, you have a few options. Oops, let me close this. If you need to reorder your card, sorry. Okay, so you have a few different business card options if you need to reorder cards. Sorry, this mouse is not working very well. Okay, so those are your options. Marketing request form, so maybe you want a special trifold brochure or something unique. We can do that for you as well. Just click on the plus sign, and again, that request form will display here. actually, if you click on the pull down menu, you can do custom marketing requests, sign writer order form, car magnet requests. All those can be done from here as well. Matterport, this is the link to if you want to have virtual tours filmed by Northwest Local 219 Interactive. They can do that for you. If you're a first-time agent who's never used them before, they have an offer right now for 50% off their services, which is a great deal. I think normally it's about $150, about $75, I think, for the half off. Office maintenance requests, technical support requests. Steve Kanofsky is our in-house IT. If you send him a request form, maybe you can't connect to the Canon all-in-one machines to print, he can help you with that. Maybe you need help with Wi-Fi or hooking up your printer, personal printer at the office, he can help you with that as well. There's no charge for that. The only time that there is a charge is if maybe your computer crashed and you need help with resurrecting it or getting data off of that. Steve will respond within 4 hours, business hours, and he'll always give you a quote in advance if you do need additional help with devices that maybe have crashed. Steve also has remote access software, so with your permission, rather than traveling to you, regardless of what office you're in, he can log into your computer, troubleshoot that way, and 9 times out of 10, he can resolve things that way without actually coming to your office or you coming to the office to meet him, so whichever you'd like. Yard arm request is here. I think you've seen this before, so any listing $75,000 and above gets a yard arm. That's our PVC cross arms that you see in the yards. If you have a custom sign writer or panel in the yard arm request, when you send it in, again, I'm going to click on the plus sign so you see what that request looks like. Whatever your description is, yard arm up, whatever address, urgency. We do only have one sign installer, and he is incredible. He does go out to Indiana Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Illinois twice a week. So he does have a schedule. So please don't mark everything high urgency. He will really, actually, he turns it around most requests within 48 hours. He does work weekends as well. I ask him not to, but he still does. But Jeff is phenomenal. Type of sign, up, down, repair, same as the commercial. Branding, please indicate if it's Bennett Real Estate or Rosenboom sign for the proper panel. If you have a custom panel, just let him know so he knows to get that from the warehouse, or if he had it at the office. Subdivision, city, state, date, agent, office, all that fun stuff. Okay. Underground sprinkler, this is very important. Please let him know if there's underground sprinkler. I think there's only been 2 times, thank God, in 15 years we actually had to repair sprinkler systems, but it is something you have to keep in mind, please. Very simple to check to find out if that happens on the property. Click publish, and immediately it gets emailed to Lionel as well as Jeff the installer, and we start working on that request immediately. Okay. Okay, we've got 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, I'm going to show you how to, if you've never done anything to your Macaulay Agent website and you want to get in there and start doing it, this is how you're going to do it. So we're going to go back to Easy Login SSO Portal. And we're going to click on Moxie Engage here, which is going to log me into my Moxie Engage. Because remember, I logged in Connect with my Macaulay email address, so I'm already logged in. I'm going to switch modes. Now we got to do something about this mouse. Okay. So let's say you want to customize your website. Again, you're going to see more links on mine, but everyone's going to have this website link down below. So you go up the top right corner there. Lionel onboards all the new people, so we enter your photo for you. You're going to go to website. And in most cases, if you've been here already, if you're a brand new agent, it'll bring you here and they'll write in the URL they want, right?
After you exit, it'll ask you to create a website, and then you type in your web URL on the following prompt.
So if you're a first-time agent who's never created the website, we can't create your websites for you in the marketing department because of privacy rules. But if you go in here the first time, it'll ask you, there's a link to create website, and then you write down your URL, which typically we say your first name, last name, because that helps with the search engine optimization by having your full name on there. And then it'll say create. In this case, my website's already created. In most cases, your website's already been created, especially after the rollout. So we're going to click Access to Website Admin. Now, if you do nothing else, I suggest you go through the common tasks list here. So personalize your site style, go there. So again, each of these are kind of like a wizard, it takes you through step by step. So do you want a search focused one where the search is more front and center and there's a paragraph, or do you want an agent focus where your paragraph and your photo are more prominent on your website and the search is a little bit further down on the page? No big deal, whatever you'd like. Or once you decide that, by default, we have the search focus one on your website. Personalize your homepage. If you click on that, go there, link. Here, you can either choose a new background. You can highlight, by default, the headline on your website is Find Your Dream Home. If you want to change it to anything else, maybe you have a slogan you want to put there instead, you can highlight that and type over it. As you scroll down, as you can see, we pre-populated the information. By default, the paragraph on your agent website is blank. So if you want to add your agent profile on there, copy and paste it from the MLS or write a new one. This area under welcome text is where you want to type in your profile. Incidentally, this paragraph is also good for search engine optimization. So if you're targeting investors, first-time home buyers, maybe just Ogden Dunes area, you want to put those keywords within your paragraph. So again, the search engines pick up on that organically and display your name in search results. When you're done with all those changes, you can even add a featured video. Some people like to record a little video of themselves. You can add that here. When you're done with your changes, just click publish, and then those changes will go live in real time. Okay. Almost done. Give me one more minute, and then we'll take a break. Customize your default search area. So if you wanted to, you can customize, like maybe I just want people looking in the Porter County area. You can actually set preferences there. Create custom menu links. You don't have to do that. I'm trying to look at more popular ones. Add your client testimonials. You can do that here. Add your social media links. So some people might have blogs or LinkedIn or those links they want to add icons to a website. You can do that there. Apply an SSL certificate. You want to do this. Okay, if you do no other link here other than one, just do this one, apply an SSL certificate. So what this is Google, back about 2 years ago, implemented this security socket certificate requirement. So in geeky terms, what that means is previously, if you had an HTTP, everyone had that and everyone considered having a safe website. But now you need to have the SSL certificate. So your website, if it has HTTPS. before your website URL. So that way, any consumer going to your website, they know it's safe. They don't have to worry about being phished or compromised or anything like that. So if you don't do the certificate, your website will still display. It'll just display with the HTTP, and consumers will get a pop-up saying, careful, this is an unsecure website. That's all. Okay. So if you do nothing else, please go in here. It's very simple. It's a one-click. You click on there, and MoxieWorks does all the heavy lifting for you. So you just go in here, request the SSL. Go ahead and activate the SSL, and it'll confirm when it's done with the green check. It usually takes between 24 and 48 hours, so the sooner you do it, the better. Okay. So since I didn't activate mine, it shows that not secure. But once I do activate it, it's going to be the HTTPS. That's as geeky as I'll get today with you guys. I'm sorry. Just want to explain that. Okay, at that, I think I'm going to end it. Did anyone have any questions? I know I went through a lot and your head's spinning. But is there anything general you want me to go over? No? Anyone here? Good.
I think you did good. You're welcome.
Okay, this is 10:20. Lionel and I will step out, and Drew's going to come in at 10:30. So how about a 10-minute break? I'm ending the Zoom call now. Drew's not doing virtual, but we're going to end this. I did record the call or the training, so I will put it on our YouTube training channel for everyone to use later. Okay? Got that. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you attending. Thank you. Take care, you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you, Thomas.